everyone. Welcome this morning. My name's Melissa, and I'm just helping to facilitate service this morning. Thank you for allowing me to do so, and thank you for being here. Those of you that are online remote, thank you for being here, and we are all right where we're supposed to be. The theme for today is Power Up, Spiritual Tools for Everyday Life. And I invite everyone to join me in saying the affirmation.
Each day,
Power my life by awakening the 12 divine powers within me. Faith, strength, wisdom, and love guide my steps, ignite my spirit, and anchor me in truth. And those of you that would like to stand, please do so if you're comfortable for our welcoming song.
I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just what I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting a message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here.
That is so true. Your soul, who you are in your eternal self. Look at y'all, all standing. I'm so proud. Is welcome here. You say, why do we sing that every first Sunday? Because I want that to be our proclamation as we begin the month. That your soul, my soul, all of us are welcome here, and that's why we begin the month with that song. So I'm going to do a little modified things. You also do so good. So we're going to do Namaste moment to the people in front, back, beside. Stay where you are, because we're going to do a little something extra. But I do want us to take the moment as I stand and I look at this gorgeous love quilt. Bring my hands to my heart and say, where have I not loved myself? Where have I not loved others? And I commit at my heart chakra to love myself more, to love others more, and then to see that love, gorgeousness, sexiness in the folks all around. So north, east, south, west, stay in your seat, and then have a seat after that. So namaste, namaste, namaste. Oh, I forgot, kids, get out. So, kids, we invite you to leave joyously. So, Ethel is in the back. So we have two things. The tweens and teens will go to Michael May in the Katie room. The rest will go with Ethel. But Ethel, you know what? We may need to have Elsa and Mabry come back because you know the special thing they're doing for Mother's Day. They will. Patty, can we get Mabry and Elsa to be able to do their Mother's Day thing? So we'll work it out, but they may need to come down with you for a minute.
I alternated that.
Oh, did you? So,
I expected this might have happened.
so then never mind.
Mother's Day thing today, so we can do it next.
All right, then never mind. Tweens to Michael May. Everyone else with?
Imagination book.
Okay, with Elsa and Emma. And then when you're done with your greetings, sit down, please. And Patty, what is going on with you today?
Greetings, but we didn't have any.
That's right. So I thought today, I just see people just posting their anger, their disappointment, their frustration. Some people happy about some things. But yesterday I was complaining to Gail about the weather. And she looked at me and she said, "Stop complaining." I said, "You're not the boss of me." No, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. But I thought that's true. I've been little Miss Complainy Pants lately. For what? For all the many blessings that I have. So, Andy, this mic is live, right? Yep. All right. I think I did. Did I? I think I did. I did. So I thought, let's spend some time expressing our gratitude. So I know when I say that, people are like, but we have so much to be thankful for. So I will begin, but I have the mic. I want people who are watching now, who will watch later, everyone in here to hear the many, many blessings that we have. So I'm expecting 5 people to share and speak in the microphone. All right, Michelle, hang on. So I want to express my gratitude to all of you for holding space for Gail's healing and revealing. On Friday, we went to the doctors and they take her blood work and, you know, they're going to determine if she needs platelets, if she needs blood, if she needs magnesium, if she needs potassium. Girl didn't do the dang thing. So I called my mom. I said, "I got a praise report." And I told her, she said, "Praise the Lord." I said, "Praise the Lord," right with her. We went to Fresh Time, small things. We went to the store together. We went to the comedy club. We went to the movies. Now, she was knocked out last night, so she might have did too much. But those little things meant the world to me. And that is happening because she is standing in her wholeness, and all of you have held space for her. And so thank you. Come on up, Michelle. Oh, girl, come on. That's right. Let the redeemed of the Lord say so.
Yep. I could be up here for hours counting my blessings.
All right.
And I just wanted to come up and see everybody's face because you're part of my life, you're part of my family, you're part of my heart. And that's what I'm most grateful for. And we're black and white sisters today. So if you want to be in our club, you have to wear black and white next Sunday, okay?
All right. I'll come on up, Shara. And thank you, Michelle.
I want to say I'm so grateful for Paylin's amazing talk last week, encouraging all of us to think about the gift of our health and our well-being, not only to ourselves, but to everyone around us. So thank you, Paylin. Can't wait for the next session.
Mr. Capio, who saw me today and said, "Oh, do you still work here?" I was nervous for a few minutes. Mario.
So,
I think it's on.
can you hear me? There
Yes.
you go. So I have 2 things I want to say about gratitude. First, I want to thank all the people that currently are working for this church as volunteers in all the different elements and aspects that we have to deal with day to day, hour to hour. I'm grateful that for that, and including the board members that serve diligently. And then secondly, I'd like to thank my beautiful wife for all the support and love that she gives me. Thanks.
Right. All right. Oh, look at Jana. Look at Jana. All right, come on, Tana. No, Lisa, come on. Tana, come on.
I just wanted, I start my Medicare this June, and I am so happy to have full coverage. So that's what I'm grateful for this week.
I have had 2 wonderful experiences with car mechanics this past
Ooh.
week. And I have another one this coming week, and they're wonderful people.
Thank you. All right, we've had our 5, but come on, Joe. You can close us out. You can close us out, yes. What a blessed place when we have much to be thankful for. And let's get that energy out into the universe, the good vibes.
I'm working on a pretty large project with Hoosier Hills Career Center. And they're all high school kids. And it's kind of an interesting experience because I realize they see me as an old guy. And I don't feel that way. It's like, oh, can we help you? I said, oh, sure, thanks. So I feel a lot of gratitude.
All right. Thank you. Oh.
I just want to express appreciation, gratitude, loving, blessing, acceptance for everyone that is here and everyone that tries to deal with me in the outside world. I thank you and I thank them.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. And can we just can you look at this? So many blessings, so many blessings. All right, let us take that attitude of gratitude into our sacred time of prayer. I'm going to invite you to take a breath in and out. We begin this sacred moment grounded in faith, the inner knowledge that sees beyond appearances and calls forth the invisible into form, calling things that aren't as if they were. Faith affirms I am guided, I am equipped, I am one with divine mind. We hold the leaders of this nation, state, and city in spiritual clarity and vision. We affirm wisdom, integrity, and right action in every choice, for we are one mind, and so we have like a Vulcan mind meld with them right now. And we affirm. As a collective consciousness, we continue to rise, choosing love over fear, oneness over division, and peace over illusion. We declare boldly, life is good and all is well. All that is needed for body, mind, and spirit is already at hand. We open fully to healing, wholeness, prosperity, and deep abiding love. May we live boldly, shine brightly, and love magnanimously as expressions of the one power and the one presence that we are right now. And so it is.
There's just one presence, there's just one light, shining in the world like a beacon in the night. There's just one power we all can share, one great power everywhere. One great power, one great love, big as the ocean and the skies up above. One great spirit living in prayer, one
Today's inspirational reading is from the Daily Word. With faith, I believe all things are possible. There is great power in believing. So much more than wishing or hoping, believing is how I demonstrate and deepen my faith. I believe the dreams of my heart are within my reach, that through the presence of Christ within, I could make them come true. I bolster my faith through my spiritual practices, using affirmations to change my thinking, and spending time in prayer to more deeply feel the peace and presence of God. As I live in my faith, I watch my life change. Out of circumstances that once seemed hopeless, new opportunities emerge. Out of illness comes healing. Out of insufficiency comes new avenues of prosperity and abundance. Whew, and I almost got teared up. As I do my work in the world to make things happen, I stand upon the rock of my faith.
What would I do if I knew that I could not fail? If I believed, would the wind always fill up my sail? How far could I go? What would I achieve? Trusting the hero in me. If I were brave, I'd walk the razor's edge, where fools and dreamers dare to tread. I'd never lose faith, even when losing my way. What step would I take today if I were brave? What would I do today if I were brave? What would I do today if I were brave? What would I do today if I were brave? What would I do today if I were brave? What if we're all meant to do what we secretly dream? What would you do if you knew you could have anything? Like the mighty oak sleeps in the heart of a seed, are there miracles in you and me? If I were brave, I'd walk the razor's edge, where fools and dreamers dare to tread. I'd never lose faith, even when losing my way. What steps would I take today if I were brave? What would I do today if I were brave? What would I do today if I were brave? What would I do today if I were brave? What would I do today if I were brave? If I refused to listen to the voice of fear, would the voice of courage whisper in my ear? If I were brave, I'd walk the razor's edge, where fools and dreamers dare to tread. I'd never lose faith, even when losing my way. What What step would I take today if I were brave? What would I do today if I were brave? What would I do today if I were brave? What would we do today if we were brave? What would you do today if you were brave?
Can we let Dan know how much we appreciate that again? And thank you, Phyllis. Two nuns are ordered to paint the room in the convent. The last instruction of the Mother Superior is that they must not get one drop of paint on their habits. After conferring for a while, the two nuns decide to lock the door of the room and paint in their underwear. In the middle of the project, there comes a knock at the door. "Who is it?" calls one of the nuns. "Blind man," repeats a voice from the other side of the door. The two nuns look at each other and are like, "Oh, okay, blind man, come on in." They say, "Okay, come on in." "Looking good, sisters," says the man. "Where do you want these blinds?" Gotta be careful. I just want to thank Seb. This image for faith, a rosary, incense, you can't see crystals. This is like so up my alley. Thank you, Seb, for this beautiful image. So this summer, right now, we're going to begin our summer series, Power Tools for Spiritual Living. We're going to take a journey into the 12 powers, which Unity co-founder Charles Fillmore identified as 12 divine facilities or faculties within each one of us. Now, these powers for us as we work on this together is not some abstract ideas. They are living spiritual capacities designed to help us live with more confidence, peace, clarity, and joy. So we're going to think of our 12 powers as a divine toolkit, faith being the first one, then strength, wisdom, and love, and the remaining. Each week, sort of, because we have like Mother's Day and Father's Day, so we have weeks in between. But we will be pulling out these kits, these tools to learn how they work and apply them every day using the game plan for spiritual living, which is something we talked about in February. So faith, to me, is the foundation for spiritual living. To be a spiritual person, you've got to have faith. This very famous verse from the New Testament, now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. This is about spiritual insight, spiritual sight, spiritual living, substance of what you're hoping for, and the evidence when you can't see it. That's where faith comes in. And it is the foundation of us moving forward. So whether you're building a relationship, healing your body, or pursuing your purpose, or doing all of those things, faith provides a spiritual foundation for what we are creating. So faith begins at courage. This is a quote. We're going to, of course, hear from Charles Fillmore. Faith is the perceiving power of the mind, our thoughts, linked with the power to shape substance. This is our, think about it, connect, right? Come into alignment, and then bring it about. Fillmore reminds us that faith is not just wishful thinking and hopes and prayers, you know, if it's gonna be, it's gonna be. I mean, I understand that there is a capacity to let things happen, but I was like, oh, Gail, you hungry? Yeah, okay, well, I hope some food from the grocery store comes here. Right, that's not how it is. Faith is putting into action, bringing to creation the things that you want. And so this is the capacity to see the invisible, do the impossible, and bring that invisible and impossible into form. And I consider that to be a superpower. So here we are again with the map of consciousness for educational purposes only. I know this is hard to see, but I think that when you think about faith, you think it's going to be way up here with love and joy and peace and enlightenment, that this is like, I gotta be super duper. But for me, faith begins right at courage. If I were brave, that's faith. If I were brave, I would share how my healing happened. When you work with someone who's having a challenging time, or when I get scared, this is how I use my faith. That's courage to be able to talk about those things. And so faith begins right at that stage. If I were brave, such a beautiful song. Courage brings us into alignment with our higher self instead of reacting with fear or lack. It takes courage to choose faith when appearances are uncertain. I love that quote from Dr. King. You don't need to see the whole staircase. All you need to see is the next step and move forward that way. I think about I was trying to remember the movie. It's been 100 years since I saw it. Indiana Jones. What is the one with the Holy Grail? Is that what it's called? Indiana Jones and the Holy Grail. Well, he's on that quest to go get the Holy Grail because the Nazis done shot his father, and he has to, step on all the letters, and he gets to this chasm to get to the other side, and the next thing is take a step of faith. And he's like, take a step of faith and go down 200 feet or whatever. But right, he does that, and there comes the bridge. That is what? If I were brave. What is it, the thing in your heart that you want to do, but other people's opinions or fears? We were at the comedy club to support W. Kamau Bell, and the comedian before him talked about when it comes to us black folks, we have to be careful who we talk to, because oftentimes we tell that older generation, they're going to be like, now, baby, you know you're not supposed to be doing that. Right, because that fear, or I need to make sure you're safe, or, this isn't in your capacity. But that courageous step that I'm going to take the first step. And then there may be a curve, and you may have to go up, and you may have to go down. But it begins with that first step based on faith, based on your and my power to create. Faith is the superpower. I think it, I bring it into alignment, and then I step back and make room for it to come about. Now, there may be things that I need to do in that step, but I make faith. I make room. I am brave. I am courageous. I increase my consciousness from fear and anger and guilt and shame, and I come up to courage. And that's where my faith is able to take me. There's a quote that says, say what you believe, even if your knees are shaking while you say it. That's how things begin to change. Faith is the statement, I am willing to trust spirit more than I trust my fears. Faith is the courage to begin within. It's the power that activates all the others. When you use the power tool of faith, you're not waiting for something to happen to you. You're allowing something to happen through you and as you. I love this next quote. Oh, actually, it's a Bible verse. This is my ex-husband used to love to say this because he couldn't stand church folks, which you could see would be a challenge for us. But there's a real truth in here. But someone will say, you have faith and I have works. Show me your faith without your works, and I will show you my faith by my works. Now, that word that's translated works can be deeds, and it can also be translated the word actions. But someone will say, you have faith and I have action. Show me your faith without your actions. And I will show you my faith by my actions. Right? The spirituality isn't, it's, this is where I'm going. This is what I'm doing. And I've aligned with Spirit, and I'm open to Spirit changing the path or pulling me back. But I'm going to act in a way that demonstrates I have faith. So we're going to talk about the game plan for spiritual living. How can I incorporate that acronym, GAME, to be gratitude for what is unseen but already unfolding? To affirm divine timing and my trust in the invisible. To take time in meditation that helps me see beyond appearances. And then to exercise my action, willingness to act, and then to actually act, even if it's just a small step. No one's like, go from here to the Grand Canyon in one step. Can't do that. Right? Where I worked at the hospital, this was their big deal. If you're going to eat an elephant, how do you do it? I'm like, I'm not trying to have any elephant meat, but okay. Right? One spoon at a time. One piece at a time. So faith isn't just what you feel. It is a feeling. Right? I'm going to testify. Let the Redeemer of the Lord say so. Let's express our gratitude. That's a feeling. Coming in this place, it's a feeling. But then let that feeling involve us, inspire us to act. Where people say, don't you know the world's a hot mess? You say, I do know the world's a hot mess. But in my consciousness, even in a hot mess, the divine is still there. Let me show you where I see that. Or I'm still living my truth. I have abundance. I know that all is well, and I will walk forward, not blindly, but knowing that that is my path. Faith isn't just what you do. Isn't just what you feel, it's what you do. It's what you know about your spirituality. I have a closing affirmation for us. If you would like to, let's say it together. With faith as my guide, I live from the inside out. I choose courage over fear and spirit over circumstances. I build my life with trust, wisdom, and divine power. Now I want to give you some resources. So the ushers have in the back. John is like, are you going to make a journal to go with these 12 powers? I'm like, girl, I'm way ahead of you. Not only are we going to use the 12 powers, but here is the book by Charles Barkley. I mean Charles Fillmore. By Charles Fillmore. You can read it. What is the map of consciousness that we use for educational purposes only? Well, power versus force. And then you can still get the map of consciousness explained. These are all resources. You can get them at, what's the bookstore here in town? Morganstern? Or they can order it. Wow. Phyllis, what is your discount bookstore?
Oh, thrift books online.
So there's many, many resources to do that. And then the ushers will have a journal in the back. It's for all 12 powers, but it'll get you started with faith. Any questions or comments about the 12 powers or the use of faith? Don't everyone shout at once? Yes, Emily.
I wonder about the possibility of having groups of people meet together for accountability and support.
You mean like a small group? We are working on it. Jonah's heart just went, shh, right? We are working on it, and that's very true. So we're working on how to put it together. But what a powerful statement for accountability. Is there a group of people that I can come and say, I'm not feeling brave today, or I am super brave, and this is what I did, or in my faith, I'm struggling right now. Right? You got kids? I'm telling you, there was a time when I was like, if Lily doesn't get out of this house, and she was like 3 or 4 years old, like she can't leave, right? Or you're in the grocery store and what you thought was in your account wasn't in there. Or you're getting calls about, like my mom's like, oh, can you reach out to Lisa? Because of Dallas, right? And this is how my family communicates. My uncle told her something. She wants me to reach out to this one cousin about her brother. It's like, I'll just reach out to Larry, right? But he's lost 25 pounds for no reason, right? All these things, but I take the step of faith. I hold him in wholeness for whatever he's going through. But yes, so we'll get small groups. Yes, Michelle.
I just want to say that these pyramids that we've been working on are not random. Each month is tied
To the power.
to 12 powers.
And the power today, this month, is power. Right? And what do we got? People power. There's power in people. Again, that's the step of faith. So thank you, Emily. Let me just say, this isn't about doing it by ourselves. Now, you figure it out. Right? We are a community. That's where our faith stands. Even Jesus wasn't out there like, hey, look at me. He had a group. And actually, there's the 12, but there's probably more like 300 people. We are a community. And together, encouraging one another, empowering one another, inspiring each other, we will move forward using our power tool of faith. And so it is.
As you believe, you will receive. As you believe, you will receive. As you believe. As you believe, you will receive. As you believe, you will receive. As you believe. As you believe.
Soprano sounding beautiful. So let's take a moment and become grounded in the truth of our faith. I invite you to join me and take a breath in and out. Become present to where you are right now. Your bottom in the seat, your back against the chair. Feel your feet in your shoes, your ankles, your shin and calf, your knees, your thighs, those beautiful muscles, quadriceps, your behind as you sit, coming present to your core. Then taking time to come to your shoulders, and let's just lift our shoulders up and release them. We hold so much stress there. Wiggling your fingers, thinking about your wrist, your lower arm and your elbow, your upper arm. Becoming present to your back of your neck and your throat. Coming present to your body, your head, your ears, your jawline. If you want, you can open your mouth, releasing the stress there, and your lips, your nose, your eyes, your forehead, your head, and then being present to this sacred temple, and then to the soul within, to this sacred space, to the universe, to our oneness, one power, one presence now. And sit in this power position as we step into the silence. I invite you to take a breath in and out, to return your attention and consciousness to this sacred space with this affirmation: my life is good and all is well.
In this and every moment, I am safe and all is well. In this and every moment, I am safe and all is well. I am held, I am whole, I surrender to it all. When I trust and let go, then I know that all is well. All is well. In this and every moment, I am safe and all is well. In this and every moment, I am safe and all is well. I am safe and all is well.
We prepare to now show our gratitude for what we continue to receive. Today, you can use the text to give button on the screen or the donate button on the website. And I think there's envelopes in front of your chairs if you need that too. Hold on. Greeters, can you come up, please? And as you do so, I invite everybody to join me in speaking the abundance affirmation. I am an abundant being in an abundant universe. I am not dependent on people or situations for my good. God within is the source of my supply. I always have something to give, and I consistently give it. I expect the best, I give my best, and I now attract the best in every experience.
I now let go, there's nothing to fear. I now let go, there's nothing to fear. I now let go, there's nothing to fear. I now let go.
I would now like us to bless the offering by joining me in reciting this affirmation. Divine love flowing through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And I am grateful. Thank you, greeters. Now there's some announcements. First coming up is Newcomers Connect. This is something that I participated in the first time around it was had, and it was super educational and informational. And so if you're new to Unity or new to Unity of Bloomington here with us, join us here in the chapel right after the service today for Newcomers Connect. You'll find out who we are, what we believe, and how do you fit in. We'd love to have you, and can't wait to see you after service. Next, we're choir practice. This Saturday, May 10th at 10:30, everyone is invited to join full choir practice. And those are all the announcements I have on my list. Reverend Minnassa?
Before Reverend Minnassa talks, we could use different materials downstairs. For instance, you could save your toilet paper rolls. We could have the hand towel rolls. We could use extra glue if you have any lying around.
Oh, we need more glue?
Well, we could use a little more.
All right, Kat will take care of that.
Okay.
We'll take care of the glue.
And popsicle sticks, different things that you have around the house that you think we can make things out of. So I'm applying to all of you, or
She comes down my basement. I have so much.
I will. I'll raid your basement.
All right, let's thank you, Miss Patty, our Sunday school superintendent. I also wanted to say that when it comes to choir practice, you don't have to be a professional singer,
Amen.
don't have to read music. You know, come and make a joyful noise unto the Lord. Just come on out. Phyllis will whip you into shape. I was in one of the choir practice. I was like, good Lord. No, it was very good. And so she gives you a little MP3 and everything so you can practice at home. So it's very, very good. Am I good, Phyllis? You want to say something?
Thank you.
All right, so every Monday through Friday at 8 a.m., I have a morning inspirational call. You call into this number. It's a simple reading, maybe a prayer. Sometimes if Leanne lets me, I might preach too much and go a little extra long. But it's a time, you know, Emily raised a good point about small group. So that is a small group where we all meet electronically and spend time reading. I have an inspirational reading, and then I'll either reflect on that, or sometimes the inspirational reading is enough, and we'll move forward. But it's a good way to bring the energy, right, your spirituality, to begin your day. So now I want to come in on the floor. I have an invitation that I want to give to all of you. I want to invite all of you to expand your consciousness of me. Now, what I mean by that is that y'all know I can talk, and I can put together a lesson, and I know how to be out in the community. But there's something else that I can do. I was talking to Kat, and I said, oh, I'm going to talk to so-and-so. She goes, oh, no, she's having a biopsy today. I'm like, what? How you know? But I don't know. All right, if we had a beautiful woman who actually sent in a prayer request to pray for her dad and held space. Then I thought about a week later, I'd reach out and say, so how'd it go? Oh my God, I got like an 8-paragraph email back. It's like, you should have asked me to pray when all this happened. Right, so what I understand as prayer is I'm gonna hold space for you. I'm not gonna fix a thing, it's already working itself out. The divine presence is already in the situation, but while you are going through it, I'm holding space. You are not alone. Your community is around you. I'm encouraging your divinity within you to rise up in this occasion. So I don't want you to know my business. Okay, just send me a text. Reverend Minnassa, I need prayer today, and I will stand in the gap for you. So it's in my email and phone numbers in the newsletter. Am I correct?
Correct.
All right, so that's how you can get that. But so expand your consciousness from just being an amazing speaker and leader and pastor, right? And a silly one. And humble, yes. Oh, humble. Emily's just bringing the zingers today, right? Right? You're right. That's right, you're child-free, and that's right. I know my gifts, and I know what I bring. So I'm saying expand that so that I can bring the prayer power that is a part of my lineage from my mother and my grandmother and my great-grandmother. And then to bring what I've learned from my classes here at Unity to hold space for the revealing, unveiling of this situation for your highest good. Again, we're a community. You're not in it by yourself. You don't have to shoulder everything by yourself. We are one. So expand your consciousness about the amazing me. No, my humble self. All right, any other announcements? And don't forget, bring your paper towel rolls, your toilet paper rolls. Do people even still eat popsicles? All right, so all of you eat more popsicles, okay? We need those popsicle sticks. All right, I'm going to turn it back over to our amazing service leader today. Oh, you're good.
Oh, one more page. Please join me in the prayer for protection. And stand if you feel comfortable. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. And the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. And then let's do our roundup closing song, and thank you.
Don't forget to pick up your hand